Okay, in topic 6-7, we are going to be dividing by a decimal. Again, there are 3 steps to dividing a decimal. The first step is absolutely there can be no decimal in the divisor. Before, it was just in the dividend, so we just brought it up. But now, if you look, each one of the divisors has a decimal. So if there is a decimal, you need to make it a whole number. And what you do to the outside, to the divisor, you do to the inside. So let's take, for example, this first one. We need to make the divisor a whole number. So we're going to make one butt cheek. You multiply it by 10. And what you do to the outside, you do to the inside. So that decimal now goes right after the 2. Now you just divide normally. Can 55 go into 2? No. Can 55 go into 24? No. Can 55 go into 242? Yes. How many times? Well, let's look at 5 and 24. 5 goes into 24 4 times without it going over. So we'll put a 4 in the ones place now. 4 times 5 is 20. Carry the 2. 4 times 5 is 20 plus 2 is 22. Now we subtract. We get a 2 and a 2. If we weren't using a decimal, this would be our remainder. So, but we need to continue on. So we're going to put a 0 right there. You're going to add 3 zeros if you like. Bring down the first 0. Now, obviously, 55 went into 242 4 times. You got 220. So we got 220, so we know that this one is going to be a 4. 4 times 55 is 220. And it terminates. So our answer is 4 4/10. Okay, now go ahead and write these problems out. I forgot to tell you that at the beginning. Push pause and do that now. Okay, go ahead and try this problem and see what you come up with. Push pause. Okay, so first step is there can be no decimal in the divisor, but there is. So we have to make it a whole number. So we multiply it by 100, 2 butt cheeks. What you do to the outside, you do to the inside. So the decimal comes right up after the 4. And now we say, can 85 go into 0? Obviously not. Can 85 go into 3? Nope. Can 85 go into 34? No. So now we have to add a 0. You can add 3 zeros if you want. Excuse me. How many times can 8 go into 34 without going over? Well, that would be 4 times. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 8 is 32, plus 2 is 34. You subtract, and it terminates. So our new answer is 4/10. Did you get that? Awesome job!
We'll have 2 justice platters, please.
All right. Push pause and see what you come up with for your quotient on this one. Okay, so you know how I don't like zeros, so I'm just going to write 3/10 divided by 5/10. We have a decimal in the divisor, so we make it a whole number. We multiply it by 10. We multiply this one by 10. 5 can't go into 3, so we have to add 3 zeros if you like. 5 goes into 30 6 times. 6 times 5 is 30. 30 minus 30, it terminates. So our new quotient is 6/10. Did you get that? Great job!
We'll have 2 justice platters, please.
All right, let's go to this problem. Go ahead and push pause and try it. All right, so we have 2 73/100 divided by 78/100. We have a decimal in the divisor where it shouldn't be, so we have to make it a whole number. So we have to move it 2 butt cheeks to the right. What you do to the outside, you do to the inside. Bring the decimal up. Can 78 go into 2? Nope. Can 78 go into 27? Nope. Can 78 go into 273? Yep. Now the question is how many times? So what I do is I look at the 7 and 27. How many times can 7 go into 27? Well, 4 is 28. 3 is 21, so that's the safest bet. 3 times 8 is 24. Carry the 2. 3 times 7 is 21, plus 2 is 23. So we subtract. Can't take 4 from 3, so we have to take one set from this, which gives it 6. 10 times 3 is 13. 13 minus 4 is 9. 6 minus 3 is 3. Can't have a remainder, so let's add a decimal and 3 zeros. Extend our division line, bring down the first 0. How many times can 7 go into 39? Well, that would be 5 times, because 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 8 is 40. Carry the 4. I'm going to scratch this one out so I don't use it again. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 4 is 39. 390 minus 390 is 0. So it terminates. So our new quotient is 3 5/10. Did you get that one? If you did, that's an incredible job.
We'll have 2 justice platters, please.
All right, let's go ahead and push pause and see what you come up with on this one. All right, we see a divisor or a decimal in the divisor, so we can't have it, so we make it a whole number. What we do to the outside, we do to the inside. Bring the decimal up. 9 can go into 36 4 times. 4 times 9 is 36. 36 minus 36 is 0, so it terminates. So our answer, our new quotient, is 4, or you can leave it as 4.0. And circle your answer, not 4 decimal. If you got that, either one of those, great job.
We'll have 2 justice platters, please.
All right, go ahead and push pause on this last one and see what you come up with. All right, so we see that there is a decimal in the divisor, so we have to make it a whole number. So we make 2 butt cheeks, meaning we multiplied by 100. And what we do to the outside, to the divisor, we do to the inside, to the dividend. Excuse me. And bring up the decimal. Can 22 go into 4? Nope. Can 22 go into 48? Yep. That would be 2 times. That would make 44. 48 minus 44 is 4. Bring down the 6. It'll go in there again 2 times. 22 goes into 46 twice because that makes 44 again. 46 minus 44 is 2. Bring down the 1. Oh, that's not a 1, that's a 2. Sorry about that. 22 goes into 22 once. 1 times 22 is 22. And 22 minus 22 is 0. It terminates. So our new answer is 221, or 221 decimal 0. If you got any of those answers, great job. Hope you understand more about how the 3 steps help you to divide a decimal. Divide by a decimal. I'll see you tomorrow.
We'll have 2 justice platters, please.